Hello! Welcome to today's lesson where we're going to learn about something that can help you in so many areas of life, the hierarchy of social development. So, the first stage of this lesson, we're going to be introducing the hierarchy of social development. So, there are 4 different levels, starting at the top, which is the smallest, and then it goes down like in the shape of a pyramid. Level D is the democracy or doing the right thing. For this one, people act with integrity and self-discipline, doing the right thing simply because it aligns with their own values. This is where self-control is at its peak. Level C, cooperation and conformity. People are following rules and cooperating, but often because of external expectations, like wanting to avoid trouble or fitting in. And then our next level would be level B, which is bossing or bullying. So people at this level act based on their desires, sometimes pushing or manipulating others to get their way. And then our final stage is level A, the anarchy. At this stage, there's a lack of self-control, often leading to chaos or acting without considering rules and others' needs. For the second part of this lesson, I am going to try to help you understand how a hierarchy helps develop self-control. So we're going to think of each level as a stage in controlling your actions and reactions. As you move up the hierarchy, you gain more self-control. Level D is the highest level. It's all about acting out of respect and self-discipline. So as you go from level A to level D, you do gain more self-control and more self-respect, is what that is saying. So to understand a little better, I'm going to give you a few examples. Once I give you these examples, I'm going to pause for a minute and let you figure out which level in the hierarchy it is. Then afterwards, I will give you the answer to what it is and a short story to help emphasize and better understand the meaning of each level. So my first example is going to be a student demands that others do what they say during a group project, and they get angry if people don't listen. They're controlling others to get what they want. So now I'll give you a minute to see if you can figure out which level that is. Level A, B, C, or D. Alright, so this one was level B, bossing or bullying. So the example here, or the story here that I'd like to share with you is, I once knew a student who always insisted on picking every role in group projects, even if it wasn't fair. It led to frustration among classmates, and this behavior was about control, not cooperation. Right? Our next example is going to be a student sees someone struggling with a heavy backpack and offers to help without expecting anything in return. So now again, another few seconds. So for this one, it would be level D, the democracy or doing the right thing. So I once saw a student help another who dropped all their books in a hall. No one asked them to do it. They simply helped because they felt it was the right thing. So this is a level D choice where kindness and respect guide actions. Right, our next one will be, imagine a student who pushes their way to the front of the lunch line, ignoring others. They want to get their food fast and don't think about fairness. Excuse me. So this one would be level A, the anarchy. So when I was in school, I remember a student who cut in line every day. The behavior upset others, but they didn't seem to care about fairness or consequences. This was an example of acting without regards for others or any of the rules that were set in place by the fellow teachers. All right, and then for our last one, a student who does their homework on time and follows class rules, but only because they want to avoid getting in trouble. This one would be level C, cooperation or conformity. So, I had a friend who followed every rule but often told me it was because they didn't want detention. They were more focused on consequences than personal values. It's cooperation, but still influenced by outside pressures. Alright, now we're going to move on to the third part of this lesson, which is how to rise to the top. So, in a world where some people may be at lower levels, it's tempting to react the same way, but you can choose a different path. So, some of the ways to do that would be first, pause and breathe. When you're about to react, take a second to pause and think about which level you want to act from. The next one would be to think long term. Acting from a place of respect and self discipline often leads to better relationships and more opportunities. And then my last tip for this section would be to surround yourself with positive influences. When you're around others aiming for level D, it's easier for you to stay there too. Remember, the hierarchy isn't about being perfect all the time. It's about aiming to make better choices more often. So, as you go about your day, think about where you want to be on the hierarchy. Every step you take up makes a huge difference. Have a great day, y'all.